petty jealousy of homies dying in the limelight. I sip the baddest beer, stubborn like the fattest deer, and bully on through on my way to the stratosphere.
Hit the ground running, here comes the boogeyman. The underdog goes hard, I got the upper hand. I'm the anxiety you're feeling in your core. Ready to take your spot, then give the people an encore. Yeah, I'm as cold as ice, I got it in my veins.
This is a banana
Forgive me for my timing. Swear that all of this is new to me. And I know that we was fighting, but I can't let you make no fool of me. She just tryna do the right thing, yeah. Put her cards on the table, yeah. Strike the pussy like lightning, yeah. Oh, I would if I was able.
Yeah, you know that I can do it
We
for
in
you.
the race, but we relapsing each other. I'm crashing in love for real. So we passing the time. I act like I know the deal. I'm just asking for mine, some passion, some time, but still I keep thinking, am I tryna foot the bill? The only thing I know is right. Got the spice, fit my type, baby. It's on sight, it's a go, go, go. She give me chills, so indecisive. Don't know if it's right, baby, but I like it for show. Bring it back for the one time, baby. Right, got the spice, fit my type, baby. It's on sight, it's a go, go, go. But still I wonder, are you hype for the love of my life, baby? No, I might never know, no. Yeah, I'm on the jack, shorty, and a little weed. I'm on the back, shorty, just feel like it'll lead. Put you on the map, shorty, build this energy. I got that woody in you, you got a friend of me. I hope she get that line, and that's part of the problem, cause she get it every time. Forget about the culture, I'm just trying to cut the line. Daddy's that side of the frame, but I see you through the blinds. Swear I'm trying. Shawty right, got the spice, fit my type, baby. It's on sight, it's a go, go, go. She give me chills, so indecisive, don't know if it's right, baby, but I like it for show. Let me hear that one more time. Shawty right, got the spice, fit my type, baby. It's on sight, it's a go, go, go. But still I wonder, are you hype for the love of my life, baby? No, I might never know, no.
Yeah, buddy. Bro, we're finally live, man. How y'all doing? All right. I want to get into a bunch of things today for you guys. Let me make sure everything is good on my end. Everything is looking good. Okay, perfect. So, all right, there we go. All right. So, if you're just tuning in, I'm going to go ahead and catch you up on a little bit, right? So, about this, like, actual channel, let me turn this off. I hate having, like, my headset, like, replay my voice, bro. It drives me nuts. It makes me mess up all my speech. So, for anybody that's just coming in, this is 100%, accurate. If you read it in the title, in the description, whatever it is, we are streaming from the back of a gun shop called Cape Gun Works. So what we like to do is we have like a flight simulator set up in the background. We have everything that you can think of. Like I said, the title is not clickbaity, bro. Like, we legit have it. Where's my thing? I'm going to show you guys in just a little bit. We're going to get into that. So I have like the joystick. Let me turn this music down. It's a little bit too loud for me, bro. It's kind of blasting in my ears. All right. So we have a bunch of crazy things in store. I was kind of excited last night as I was preparing for this stream, just kind of getting some ideas out there. And a lot of the times I get like really in my like thoughts and like all this creative stuff at like 2 a.m. Okay. Here's the thing that sucks. I'm going to be honest with you right now. Gain is going to come up a little bit. So what ends up happening, and this happens quite often, I will get like the greatest idea I've ever had in my life at like 2 a.m. and I'm sitting here just loving it. I'm like cracking up, dude. I look nuts. The lady's trying to sleep. I'm over here like fucking in tears, just crying, laughing. And then I wake up and I realized that idea that I had, that shit was not funny at all. Like, there was nothing remotely funny. It wasn't even a good idea. It's horrible. But because I was so sleep high at the time, everything was just funny. Everything is funnier at like 2, 3 in the morning. Okay. So that happened to me yesterday. And I had a bunch of great ideas about things. And dude, I don't even want to tell you what half of them were because they're so stupid. Like, when I woke up, I realized like this is not it. So getting into the actual good ideas, I was going to wait a little bit to get some more people in just so I can kind of fill in all the SNEC guys that are coming over, because we have huge announcements for what we're creating on the back end of SNEC. And I didn't want to just get into it immediately and just kind of like, a lot of people are going to kind of miss out on that announcement. So we'll give it a little bit. I was thinking today we can kind of start off with something a little bit unusual. We haven't done this in a while, so I'm kind of pumped on getting back into like the flight simulator stuff. I realized last time, and this is just kind of how I grew like as a creator for you guys, I realized going back and watching some of the old flight simulator videos that they were boring as hell. Like, there was nothing, like I wouldn't necessarily watch my old videos just because I'm like, damn, it was kind of boring, man. It was trash. There wasn't really a lot of action going on. It sounded more like I was just like you guys were like in class as I'm explaining all these, intricate things about aviation, and it kind of sucks, man. And I want to try to make it more engaging and then encourage, you guys to participate in some of the things that we're doing on the simulator so you can learn how to fly a helicopter, learn maybe a little bit more about aviation, but I won't bore you guys with all like the boring ass details and all that shit. I don't want to do that to you guys. So I'm pretty excited to get into today because we're going to do the SNEC announcement. Then we're going to do the we're going to do the SNEC announcement, and then we're going to kind of, I don't know if we're going to create today. I think that we should. I think I could bust out like some of the creator stuff and really build designs with you guys, and that's kind of what this update is. So I'm going to push that to the side for a little bit. Now we're getting into it, bro. What I would like to start off with, like I said, is a flight simulator. Let's go ahead. I haven't been on this in a long time, so you guys are going to see me probably screw up a lot of things. Okay, so you got to bear with me with that, man, because it's finicky. And the difference between like whenever you're flying helicopters or anything in real life, there's a lot of like, it's kind of like haptic feedback, but it's called kinetic sensing. We kind of covered it a little bit in the last stream, and it lets you kind of feel that aircraft a little bit better, so you can get kind of the feedback. Like, if I can feel that I'm starting to drift to the right, visually I may not notice those drift changes, so I may not feel the aircraft actually drifting, or sorry, I might not see the aircraft drifting, but I can feel it in my body. So that's a big one. Also, All right, so this is another reason I'm super excited for you guys. So I have finally, you can check it out if you go on the actual Twitch channel itself and you're looking at it. I have this voice changer thing now that lets you guys pick voices, choose voices, and then you can use bits to change my voice for a certain period of time, like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever it is. And then you guys can kind of, you know, use that. And I think that'll be kind of fun. I was looking at a couple of them earlier, and I was trying to find a really good one. How is yours? Okay, all right. One of the ones I was looking at that I think would fit really well with the type of thing that we do is one that's called Tank Commander, and I'm going to let you guys hear it. I think this one is pretty fun. I got to go back up to the top to find it. All right, here we go. So I like this one because it kind of does have that, like, a little bit of the pilot-y vibe, like on the headset. I'm going to try to see if I can find an actual, like, pilot one. Let me make sure real quick that Twitch is actually streaming out my stuff. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes Twitch acts kind of funny. So Twitch acts super funny on this. So let me see if I can actually get some of these things up for you guys right now. Where's it at? All right, let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna make sure it doesn't echo for you guys. All right, let me see. Test 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Test complete. Okay. Okay. Now watch this. This is where this shit gets fun, y'all. This is where I start getting kind of pumped up. Watch this. All right. Here we go. Where's it at? All right. Let me make sure this is on. All right, here we go. So we're kind of getting ready to get into Flight Simulator. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to that in just about 2 seconds. But as you guys are tuning in, we're going to go ahead and get everything ready. Make sure that we have everything ready and good to go. Where we at? So let's go ahead and swap over to it. So we have it now on your screen. I can always change, you know, the placement of where I am or where that camera is for you guys. But sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight. We're going to be departing out of West Memphis, Tennessee, or West Memphis, Arkansas, going into Tennessee. So let's go ahead and get this set up. Let's go ahead and turn the voice changer off until we can start getting it better. All right, there we go, y'all. Let me go ahead and do this. Let's see if there actually is a pilot one. We're going to go ahead and bookmark this. That's now our favorite. Let's see if there is a pilot. Oh, timeout. I think there is. I think there is one, bro. Let me see.
All right, here we go. So, see, this one's too aggressive. This is way too aggressive, bro. This is like some Top Gun shit. Like, this is you jumping inside of like a fighter pilot and you're just like having fucking air battles. This is way too cinematic, bro. Yeah, I don't like that one. Let's change it. Let's change that one. We're gonna go back to Tank. Tank Commander is very good because it has kind of that like you know, that robotic sound, but it doesn't sound too bad. What about like maybe walkie-talkies? Do they have a walkie-talkie one? Okay, Battlefield Radio. I don't know about that. Let's see. All right, so this is Battlefield Radio. How does this sound? Yeah, that's a little bit weird. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's see. All right. What? Bro, this test. Nah, that's robotic, bro. We're not doing that one. What's this one? Test. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Not the best. So far, bro, let me know what you guys think, but I always like this one. This is a classic. Y'all ready for this shit?
Toast. 1, 2, or 3. Convenient. Can't be all at once. But can be solved. Why does it do this to me on X? Let me go ahead and change this, bro. So you guys can actually see it popping up. Let me see. Live feed here. Bro, it did it on Twitch, bro. Or sorry, on X. Whenever I make this post, it didn't actually show my like the video so that people can be tuned in if it's live. It makes them go to it. Let's try this again. Let's see if it's actually gonna do it. Is it gonna post up my? It didn't. What the? Bro. What is going on, bro? What is happening? guns specifically. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, never mind. So the first one works. Where's it at? Boom. Okay, so that was good. So let's keep this one rolling. I need to put in the description here. I do need to change. Because you know what, that might mess it up. Let's see. Big snack announcement, bro, coming in. Alright. Big snack announcement inbound. Super proud for this, man. I can't wait to explain to you guys what it is. Alright, cool. So now got all this stuff updated. Now I'm back on Twitch with you guys. I'm sorry about that. Let me swap over. Oh, here we go. Oh shit. What is going on? Alright. It's been a bunch of years. It's been like 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, whatever it is. What the fuck is going on, y'all? Alright, let me change this.
All right, let me go ahead and stop all that. That's too much. I like it for a certain period of time, but it gets way too much. Also, that was another update that I wanted to drop for you guys with damn, I just lost my train of thought. Whatever. All right, I got a couple more updates coming in for like the SNEC stuff. I'm waiting for all the SNEC guys to come in because I think they have like a live session going on right now. I think the SNECathon, if I'm going over to X, is still going on. I think that thing it finally broke like a massive record for X, which is like the longest streaming live space that they've had, which is nuts. There's a lot of people in it, and I feel like I kind of timed the stream wrong a little bit because I didn't realize how many of my like SNEC buddies were going to be in that, or I didn't know they were going to all jump over into that one. So let me make sure YouTube is still doing this thing. There it is. Okay, YouTube is a little bit behind too. Everything has been a little bit laggy for me, bro. It's been kind of whatever. So, all right. Like I said, we're gonna start off. I'm gonna go into like the flight simulator. We're gonna start flying a little bit, get into just some of the basics. Like I said, last time that I was doing this, I know a lot of you guys are saying like it was interesting for you guys, but after I watched it and I reviewed it and I was looking like on YouTube, actually a lot of the retention started to fall off quickly once we got into flight simulator. Not necessarily in the beginning, but it definitely got a little bit boring. So I'm going to try to do a little bit different for you guys and try to make it a little bit more engaging, and then I'm going to add some things for you too so that we can try to make the best of it. So we can still make it I guess like I don't want to say educational. That shit just sounds boring as hell. Educational just sounds boring. But we're gonna try to make it a little bit more interesting. And I'm gonna take you guys through some of the flights that I used to do all the time when I was still in flight school, and go over some of the training and some of the things that we did at that time, because a lot of it's like real in depth. Let me see if I can get I forgot to do one more post. I got one post up. I forgot to do one more, bro. I was wondering why I was like having so many low numbers. I'm like, where the fuck is everybody at, bro? Usually we got like 50, 60 people in here. Let me see. That's what it was. Yep. All right, give me 1 sec. I'm going to make this post so they know that we're all live. And then I think we should be good. We should start seeing all the fam start to show up. And then once I get everybody in here, like once we actually get some of the people in, I'm going to go ahead and swap over. And then I'm going to show you guys like some of the updates, some of the things we got. I'm going to make a chat that will show something like a strap check, which if you put it in the chat, like I said, I got to figure this out. If Greeny, if you're still in here, bro, I don't know if you're in here today. He might be at work, but if Greeny is still in here, Nate, guys, what's up, buddy? How you doing, bro? If Greeny is still in here, you can kind of help me out too and make one of these like chat commands, and I'm going to show you guys like whatever my carry is for the day. So if you're into guns and stuff like that, we have that for you as well. And if everybody is tuning in right now, just a background. I said this like when it first started, but the title isn't clickbait of the video at all. We're actually in a gun store. So we stream from the back of a gun store, and we have like a whole flight simulator and everything set up. And sometimes I'll bring back guns. We'll do like gun reviews, stuff like that. I will go live with you guys into the range, and then we'll go and do a bunch of shooting. We have tons of fun. Like we just do the most random shit. And then today is a big day for any of the SNEC guys coming in, and we're going to be doing a huge giveaway once everything I want to say, like, once we get started a little bit, I'll drop that update. I keep teasing the hell out of you guys. Let me make this post. I keep teasing the living shit out of you guys with it, and I apologize, but the update is going to be kind of dope because it's going to give you an opportunity to create and to edit with us, especially if you didn't tune in last time. If you are on YouTube and you're watching some of the videos and some of the things that we've been posting to the channel, what I would like to do is let the community kind of help decide what we create, like what you guys want to see. I essentially work for you guys. So I work for the content, or I create content for you guys. So essentially, it doesn't matter if, you know, what content I make, if I think it's the greatest things ever, if you guys don't enjoy it, right? Because then that kind of defeats the purpose. So I'd like to make content for you guys that you want to see, and then give you a chance to be in that editing process with me. So I'll pull up like DaVinci or Premiere Pro, and we'll really bang out some of like the edits. I'll show you guys how I do my edits. I'll show you like the way that I keyframe things, or I start to do like sound design, because I've been getting bigger into sound design, layering different sounds and elements. But let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna make this post right now on Facebook. Nate, guys, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Let me go ahead and say live now. All right, twitch.tv/jdownrange. I was wondering, man, I'm like, usually right off the bat, it starts a little bit. We probably get like 2 or 3 viewers, and then it usually bumps up to like 40, 50 at the most, or most times it's like 40. So I didn't want to start dropping announcements and then just kind of, you know, have all, like most of the guys, you know, whatever you call, like, miss it. All right, live now, Twitch Downrange. All right, boom. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Let's go ahead and keep it. I'm gonna keep it very simple. I don't want to spend like all day trying to make this post. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let me fix this. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and pick this up. I hope that everything is working. I have
everything set. Oh, it's still on there. I like this one. Still my favorite. Well, maybe it is. Let's go.
All right, so here we go. So this is what we're going to be using. We're going to be able to jump back and forth between a pilot voice changer, just so we can be a little bit more interactive with you guys. So let me know what you want to see or hear in this case. So we're going to be walking through a flight today of a Bell 206 L3, which is a turbine helicopter. I used to fly these all the time. You might be familiar with them in the news and weather helicopters and traffic helicopters. A lot of them are Bell 206 L3s or the Eurocopter, the EC-130, the EC-130. So let's go ahead and see what we got. All right, let's go over and we're going to start planning. I'm going to turn this off.
I'm going to turn it off right now because it's going to get obnoxious. You guys are going to hate it. It's going to get super annoying. Let's go ahead and just start and get into the actual flight itself first. We'll get prepared and then we'll go over some helicopter stuff. So this is that Bell 206 L3 that you see up in the left. That's from Cowenson. It's a separate mod that they put into it, and it's built by helicopter pilots, so it's a little bit more realistic. Because a lot of the problems that I ran into with Flight Simulator is it doesn't do helicopters right. It just doesn't, man. I don't care what they do. They just always seem to fail on helicopters. This makes it a little bit more realistic, and it's mainly in terms of like more weather, right? It's more weather-based stuff. So if you have, I think we talked about it last time as well, if you have a high crosswind, what the dude, this does not, let me zoom in real quick. This is not how this airport looks. Can we zoom in this? Because let's bring this down, because there should be a whole, like, there should be like a bunch of hangars here. This is where we used to park. Okay, this is a little bit off. Let's hope that on the ground it's a little bit better. That's so weird. Okay. So we got everything good. Not too really worried about the arrival airport. I like to set it though for West Memphis. And if you're unfamiliar with aviation stuff, I'll drop a little bit of things here and there. I don't want to bore you with all the details, right? But if you're unfamiliar with like aviation terms and stuff, it looks really weird when you see this 3-letter designator on the screen right here that says KAWM. So every single airport in the United States, overseas, have a 3-letter designator to their name. So West Memphis is AWM. Memphis, Tennessee is MEM. And they put the K in front of it to designate that it's in America, right? So like Canada is C, America is K, and some of the international ones, bro, I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know, but we'll go ahead and get into it. Let's drop this back down, and then I'm gonna get the simulator and stuff all set up. Let's see if we can hit fly. This thing acts really freaking weird when it comes to some of the controls. It gets a little bit wonky, so let's go ahead and see if I can figure this shite out again. All right, hopefully it all works good. I tested it earlier, everything seemed to be okay. All right, but like I said, it gets a little bit weird sometimes, especially with the pedals, man. The pedals kind of act funky. All right, let's get that plugged in. Let me see if I can do this without moving. All right, I can do it without moving my seat. That's huge. All right, so now we can start flying, bro. I always have to, we ended up getting like this little pad thing that we made. They actually made this little knee board thing for people to like, for like kids that want to like color and shit on the floor, and they can put like their coloring books and stuff here, but we use it for some of the simulator stuff, so we can kind of have the simulator up and running. Is it not going to have this? If it doesn't have this aircraft started, I'm going to restart it, because I do not feel like going through the startup procedures in the Bell 206 L3. They suck. It's not that it sucks, it just takes a little bit. It takes a long time. Let's make sure everything works. Hopefully it does it. Let's see if it actually does. Is it going to take us in? Nope, it's not going to let us start, and pedals aren't moving. So let's go ahead and break this out. Hopefully the pedals start working again too, because it gets a little bit, like I said, it gets kind of funky with the joystick there. All right, yeah, so we're gonna go and just reload it, dude. It does suck, because it's like, I don't know, Flight Simulator in general, at least this year's version, has been kind of like hit or miss, man. They have so many issues and errors, but it is what it is, man. What can you do? Let's just go ahead and we're just going to start on the runway, because I want the aircraft to be in position, ready to go. So same exact thing. We're going to go to West Memphis, KAWM, and we're going to swap to our departure airport, which is KAWM as well. And as you can see, there's been some other airports that some of the fans have like requested. So we're going to do VFR, which means visual flight rules. And the very first thing that we want to look at is wind. So wind is coming almost dead center due north at 355, right? So exactly like you would think. 360 is 100% north. So this is going to be a perfect headwind for us. And it's also very low wind. So we're sitting on like 3 knots. 3 knots is not bad at all. 3 knots is really good for us because it's very calm wind conditions. It'll be very easy for us to manipulate and maneuver this aircraft. All right. Now, at the same time, I don't know if I'm going to drop the music, man, but I'll definitely turn the music down a little bit. Yeah, I got you, bro. Let me, let's drop this just a little bit. Okay. All right, that should be a little bit better for you. Hopefully it's not too loud. We're going to make sure that everything is neutral whenever you get into an aircraft in real life. Anyway, you want to make sure all your sticks, everything is in a neutral position. That's huge. All right, so let's see. I'm going to do some equipment checks. All right, pedals. So the pedals don't work. Let me try this side. Sometimes, like I said, it gets kind of weird with the pedals. Are my pedals not going to work today, bro? I'm about to be pissed. Oh, it might not be in the pass-through mode. Hold on. That's usually what it is. Hopefully, is it? Damn, my pedals, bro. What is going on with the pedal work today? Sucks. Let's try this. Come on, pedals. Don't do me dirty, pedals. Because this thing sucks to fly without pedals, bro. You almost need pedals. I wonder if it got removed in my settings. Let me check something real quick. Because, all right, I don't want assistant options. Where's it at? Yeah, I hate that it does this too, bro. Like, I'm really hoping this next one, if you guys don't know, the next one is coming out very soon. Oh, there's control. What am I doing? All right. The next one is coming out, I think, like in November, and that will let us... Oh, there we go. That should work, I think. Let's see. Fucking pedals, bro. What the... I love that thing too much. All right, let me try to figure out the pedal work. I might even just restart that to see if it... bro, I think I figured it out. It's been so long since I actually used this thing. Let me grab. I think there's a second cord and I have to like split them. But I can't remember if that's the case, bro. I don't know, man. This thing is kind of irritating. Let me see. Come on, pedals, bro. Don't do me dirty, dog. One of these works. Oh man, the pedals, bro. And yeah, let me get this thing working. Let me double check one thing. I wanted to come in early. I was trying to get in here at like 2, or actually, sorry, not 2. I wanted to come in here exactly at like 12:30 to try to get everything set up, but we had other things going on. So let me see what these. Let me see. Rudders for the Yoda or the Hoda 1, I think is what it's called. Hoda 1. Something like that. Let me see. Hoda 1 flip pedals. Velocity 1. There it was. I knew it was like one of them. But yeah, you got to connect it a very specific way, and I'm trying to figure out what the way was. Let me see. The Velocity 1. All right. Man, whatever. Let me try to grab the other. Ah, dude, that's so frustrating, bro. I mean, it could actually also be like this USB. It could also be like the USB sometimes. Is it not gonna let me pass through it? No, that's right. Yeah, let me try the other one real quick. I'm gonna put this on, be right back, dude, and then I'm gonna get this all set so you guys go and like do a little piss, do whatever you got to do, and then I'll be right back in like, I don't know, like 2 minutes. I'm just gonna try to get this thing figured out so you guys can see it. So I'll be. Yeah, I don't know, man. It could just be like, I'm gonna go ahead and restart the game. If it doesn't work, then that's fine. We'll just go ahead and call for the sim. We can always do something else. It's not a huge deal. I got like 8 different things planned, so we'll go ahead and pull that back up. But I got a bunch of different things planned. It's not the end of the world, man. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. And I still have like some of the editing stuff that I got some of the editing stuff that I really want to show you guys, because that's kind of where the bread and butter of this session is. And yo, thanks for that sub. I appreciate you. All right, let me get this all up. So it could just be the USB cord. I don't know, man. It could be any one of those. I don't really know what it is. So I'll have to figure this out. It could, like I said, I really do think it's the USB cord that goes from like the actual flight stick to the rudders, or the pedals. So let's figure this thing out, man. Hopefully it just works. If it just works, I'm gonna be super pumped. All right, because I've been wanting to get on here and like fly with you guys for so long. Then we're gonna start setting up different challenges and stuff, so you guys can kind of learn how to fly a helicopter, learn how to like do all the fun little aviation stuff, and what it's actually like the realistic side of it. Because a lot of people will play flight sim and, you know, pretend to do pilot stuff, which is always fun, bro. Like, nothing wrong with that. And then the problem that I always have is I always try to take all my real life experience and I make it too technical, and then people hate it. Okay, so I'm gonna try to make it not as technical and just get into like some of the fun stuff with you guys. So if I start getting too much, man, let me know. Let me see. Do I gotta unplug this thing? No, I probably do. Where's it at? Yeah, that's my biggest complaint, and I really hope they fix this. Flight Simulator does horrible when you have like 2 different control systems in. So like right now I can't really see my controller. Is gonna let me do it like this. All right, it's not. Let me see. See, they made it so like you could use both. Bro, it's always messed up. Let's just see, can I select? Okay, so that's my my arrival. So let's just go ahead and pick the arrival airport right now, and then we'll do our arrival or our departure airport, which, like I said, is going to be West Memphis. I used to fly this same route all the time. This was my absolute favorite route. We used to fly to Memphis all the time. And like I said, if I can live anywhere in the world, bro, I know it sounds weird, but I would just move back to Arkansas. I love that place. I miss that place so much. That was one of my favorite places I've ever lived. I was only there for a couple years because flight school is only like 2 years long, 2.5 years, whatever it is. But let's see. Hopefully these the pedal system works here. Well, we get some pass through on this. And like I said, we're going to be flying the Bell 206 L3, which is a turbine aircraft. That's not good. Why would it do that? Okay, yeah. See, Flight Simulator has some problems. I'm not gonna lie. This is not realistic, bro, at all. I'm just saying. Let's just make sure the pedals work real quick. The pedals still don't. What the hell is going on, bro? It could also be on this thing. Let me see. Sometimes it gets kind of weird. Is it not gonna let me do my maybe it doesn't let me do my pedals. Everything else seems to work. Power works. That's all good. This is connected. All right, let me change my input mode. There it is. So input mode could be the one that's doing it to us. Let's see. All right, let's see if input mode move. All right, compatibility mode. All right, do Xbox. Because I didn't think it was, yeah, I think maybe that could have messed it up too, bro. That doesn't help. All right. Let's see what else we got. All right, lighting. I just want to make sure that rudder. All right, trim wheel, rudder lock. Let's see what this is. Off. Don't want rudder lock. Nope. Let's go back. It's got to be on one of these, bro. Input mode. Damn it, bro. It's so frustrating, man. All right. Like I said, everything else seems to work. Like this seems to work. It could be. Try one more thing. Come on, pedals, man. All right. fuck it, we'll do something else. It's just nature of the beast, man. That's just the way it is. I had it running pretty good last time, and obviously I finally get it all set up. Watch what's gonna happen. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna go back to my chatting thing. All right, I'm telling you right now, this is exactly what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go ahead and leave stream. Everything is gonna be perfectly fine, and then afterwards, I'm gonna figure it out. It's just gonna work perfect. It's just nature of the beast, man. That's how it always happens. But I'm gonna get into a little bit of the update we were talking about earlier. I didn't want to give away too much because, like I said, I was just waiting for people to show up. Usually we get, I don't know, I think it says that we have like 10 right now. Usually we're at like 40. So I'm probably going to, this is gonna miss some of these guys, unfortunately. Let me see. I'm just checking to make sure that's all good. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the update right now. Yeah. So for all of the people that, if you are unfamiliar with Snek, let me change. I'm going to change one more thing. I'm going to turn this thing off. It's driving me nuts. All right. This is another thing. I'm hoping that it works because we had just gotten it set up because we have like 2 or 3 different people that use the PC and we go back and forth between the two. I'm going to extend this so you guys can see it. I have it back on PC. Okay, good. So we have a bunch of people that actually use this PC because if you don't know, we're at the back of a gun shop and we have a couple people that stream back here. So the owner streams. So the owner will stream and he'll use the same camera and stuff that we do. We do a lot of editing and like co-editing on this computer back here. So you guys will see that a lot. I'm gonna move this out your way. So without further ado, I'm gonna get into one of the first updates that we have, which I'm very excited about. It's gonna be a work in progress and we're gonna build it live with you guys. We talked about the video editing thing earlier. We're going to start doing, I would like the schedule to look like this. Monday we come in and we'll brainstorm like all of our ideas of like what you guys want to see. You know, when it comes to like editing and stuff. So I'm gonna change the stream title here to let's edit. All right, let me see. I don't know a good title for this. I'm just gonna make it kind of something. Let me see. Bring your them to life together. I'm just gonna make it something like that. Nothing too crazy. I just want to keep it simple. And for this update, we were talking about editing with everybody, right? I've already worked, if you guys remember the last video where we did like the 50 cal versus Snek energy drink, I collabed with a lot of people in the community for ideas. That was not just my idea, that was ideas from the community. And the thing that really kind of, you know, sucked is I just stopped at that. I should have just kept going. We had great ideas. We had everything all set. Now, what I would like to do is kind of do that same exact thing, but with you guys, so we can edit together. If you guys have video ideas, you want to drop anything in the stream, you can, and then we'll try to bring them to life. There's a lot of different like video ideas and stuff that we have here. We have like a whole progress board. You can't see it, it's just behind me. We have this massive progress board of a bunch of different things and videos that we're working on, but we love to get like direct feedback from the community. And that's kind of why we're hoping that, you know, we can get some of that stuff going. Now, that is just one of those things. Brainstorming on Monday, and then I think the owner, yeah, so the owner does a stream Tuesday. So if we can brainstorm, come up with some really dope ass like video ideas, I will go ahead and like we'll all film them on Tuesday. So I won't be live Tuesday, but I'll be out shooting, filming, and starting some of the edits on the videos. Wednesday, I'll be at home doing all the video editing. And for those of you that don't realize this, if you look at, you know, a 30-second video or a 1-minute video or whatever it is, you may see a 1-minute video, but that's like 14 hours of production. Okay, so if you really, really want to make good content, if you really, really want to get into that, it's difficult because there's like a learning curve, whatever it is, but it's also the time that it takes to create content. Everybody wants to be like big on YouTube, but to really build, you know, a solid base, you gotta start putting in effort in your content. And I hate releasing shit that I don't think is good. Like if I don't like it and I think it's boring and I don't want to watch it, I'm not gonna release it, bro. Like I want you to be able to go through the channel and be like, okay, you know, at least even if you don't enjoy the specific content itself, maybe you just like the actual, you know, whatever it's called. Like maybe actually like that the presentation of it, and it still looks appealing, it still looks good. That's kind of what we've been going for. That's a big one for us. Now, do I have any snack people that are in here right now? I had to go jump on Ecstasy. I don't even think Greenie's in here. Usually I see Greenie. So like I said, I really don't want to do the update with just like 11 people. So I'm going to wait on that update, but there's a couple other things that we do have planned. If you guys want to see any firearms, anything like that you're curious about, dude, you say the word, I can go on the floor and grab damn near any gun well, not any gun that exists. But we have access to an absolute ton. So if there's anything that you're curious about that you want to see, I think last time we brought out we brought a 50 cal, the Tavor. I don't think we brought out the SARS. No, we just brought the Tavor. So we brought the X95, which is like the 5.56 version of the SAR, but we got those. Now I wanted to get into another part of it, which is going to be like the actual voices and the voice changers and all the stuff that we wanted to do. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to try to find some. I was kind of looking for some before the stream started. I couldn't find any that I personally like. I thought it was kind of dookie. Some of them were just a little bit too like cinematic. Let me make sure everything is good still. Okay. Everything was kind of like, I don't know, man. It was a little bit too cinematic and like, I'll just play this. Hold on. Oh, I don't have that one anymore, but this is the one that I really like so far. Okay, this is more of like that pilot one, but peep this. Let's change up the radio here to like a Type 94. So this is going to be more of a classic intercom system. So you're going to hear some of that static build up, usually from a push-to-talk system. If you're inside of a aircraft and you're talking to air traffic control, you may hear some of that feedback or some of that static, and that's what this kind of resembles. I like it. I'm going to turn the interference down a little bit, and let's bring this pitch just right there. Nope. All right, right there. Right there's a little bit better. So this is more realistic. Yeah, let's see. Can I do an SPG? What does it sound like? Nah, that's way too icky. We're going to stay right there. That's good enough for me. So this is another one of my favorite shows. All right.
Here we go. So, this is the one, if you guys remember the last thing that we were talking about, Toothy's Dingling, when he stopped on the stream. Big Toothy. Big boy, Big Dick Royale. So, what else we got? I'm not sure if I know this one. This one says the billionaire bonus. Let's figure this one out. What is this one? This is like it.
Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so things are getting absolutely crazy over here. It's gonna be the biggest ever, the best you've ever seen. You've never seen anything like it. It's never been done before. It's a good one. Okay, so I think we kind of assume or guess what that one is. Let's turn the background effects down a little bit. Instead of a talk show, let's do, no, it sounds good. All right. Okay, all right, the hell was this? All right. Okay. Bro, so this is, I don't know why this kind of doesn't make me laugh. This is kind of good. I know, calm down, bro, it's all good. All right, what do we got? It's gonna be the best ever, the best you've ever seen. There's nobody's ever done it like it. I don't know, dude. I like this one, but let's see. There's got to be some better ones, though, right? What do we got? And I'm gonna let you guys see some of these too. So, all right, let's see. What happens? I think I already know what this is gonna do. Let's see.
Okay. Okay. So this one's called T-Pain, and I figured it would probably just like auto-tune it. So yeah, it adds music and everything. I don't know. That's a little bit too much.
That's a little bit too much. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Now, this is supposed to be Cartoon Woman. Okay. What about trailer guy? What does this one sound like? Trailer.
Hello. So if you've been watching this stream, it's about to get real. Like, real. This is like, I like this because this is like that, the action movie trailer, right? Where they're like one man, one body. I don't know, that's kind of, what's another good one? Hey, I'm gonna change these, we'll go ahead and do something else in a sec. About, bow tie Billy.
This one could be interesting. Test? Nah, that's alright. What do we got? Evil AI. The trauma medic
From yesterday was kind of cool too. Okay. This one's all right. Probably not gonna add this one. This one's
Joe. Alright. Yeah, I don't know how Joe sounds. This is supposed to be a guy named Joe. Okay. We got Chad. We got Karen. Who else? We got Mothership. Trapstar. I don't know, man. Some of these are good. Yeah, whatever. Let's go ahead and pull up in Photoshop. And I'm going to show you guys what we're going to be working on. Hopefully I still have like one of the snap guns. And I'll pull that up and I'll show you kind of what we're doing. I gotta turn this freaking thing off, man. What the hell? Yeah, I mean, alright. So let's just go ahead and go clean.
All right, there we go. So, so we're back. Let me go ahead and make sure I got one of the first ones pulled up so you guys will be able to see it on the screen in a second. I'm just moving it over. All right, so if you guys aren't familiar, this is one of the things that we built last time. And I just had to move that mic again because I forgot I had to crop it earlier. Wow. So we're going to move this over. Let's crop these sides a little bit too. This is a little bit much. Let's bring this in. I don't want to get in your way of the actual design. I don't think there's going to be too much design stuff on this side of it, but I'm going to show you guys what we were working on last time. This essentially is a Glock 19, and we took the Glock 19, we wanted to make it into something a little bit, you know, more special, right? So we went with SNEC and absolutely love it. And if you guys don't know, I've been part of the SNEC community for a year and some change, year and a half. Time is flying, bro. So I've been a part of the community for a long time. Absolutely love it. If you don't know, SNEC is the #1 meme coin on Cardano. There's nothing else that's like it. Many have tried. None have succeeded to hit the status that SNEC has. SNEC has built such a massive following and a foundation for itself, not only in terms of like liquidity and having high liquidity pools and different, CEXs, DEXs, and all these different things that are trading at very high volumes. Even across Cardano, it's like one of the most frequently traded and like highest volume coins there is. A lot of times you'll see like crypto frenzies where you'll see people get into like a meme coin, which might drive like total volume, but it's usually for a short period of time and there's not as much liquidity. They don't have liquidity locked. It's not built, and they don't, do things that increase that revenue or bring revenue back in. And I think that's kind of what SNEC did in it. Instead of just taking the profits and running like a lot of places do, and a lot of coins do it, instead they rebuilt themselves from like this, almost like this solid foundation, right? So like I said, most of them take profit, bounce. Instead, SNEC is like, hey, we're going to build something that's going to be sustainable for long-term growth. And through that sustainability was different deflationary mechanisms that, killed off some of the supply of the coin, or it used trading fees to buy back SNEC, driving high seller or, buying pressure and stuff like that, and kind of exhausting the sellers. And that's what we've seen over the course of the last year and some change, and SNEC has done that phenomenally. They've really thought it out, and the roadmap is something like we've never seen in crypto before. So that's why I was very excited to create this. And this is a SNEC 19, is what we're going to affectionately call it, the SNEC 19, which is a Glock 19, which shoots a 9mm round. It's a pretty standard gun. It's a little bit bigger than a compact, or actually it's a lot bigger than a compact, or like a carry gun. But this is your full size. So if we punch it in here, you can see that what we started to build earlier was, it was a little bit much for us to do. Let me move that the way. The reason that we had a hard time with this build is if you look really close at some of the details, I talked about it in chat with some of you guys. I've been in Discord with you and we've talked about this. And the live space when I was with RTB, we were talking about some of the details inside of this and making it. And this is a problem that we ran into. When you have Cerakote is a paint, and you paint whatever it is, then you essentially cook it. So it's like a cooked paint. Now, the easiest way to just understand it. Now, when we look into these details, bro, look at some of these gradients and some of these textures as they start to blend together. So if you're just looking at the fine details of this is where it gets incredibly difficult for us to turn into real life. Even right here on the actual Snek itself. So that Snek skin, if we just move up a little bit, you could see that in reality, if you look at how thick this line is right here, right? When we zoom out, this is like the size of the slide. Getting this onto the gun is like damn near impossible. Even some of the smaller, or like maybe not as small ones, but some of the ones down here, some of these curves and stuff that we're starting to see are very difficult with just Cerakote. So we ended up getting a laser engraver. It's a really nice one. It's a super expensive, like an industrial style laser engraver that's going to let us get some of these fine details. Now, like some of these in the skin itself, those are always a big one here. Like trying to get some of these details in are very complex. Here is another big one for us because you're looking at like a couple of layers. What we are thinking about doing, and this is the most interesting shit. You talk about some crazy stuff. They're starting to find out that with Cerakote, if you hit Cerakote paint with a laser at a certain temperature, it will change the color of it, or you can remove it. So you can kind of layer, like if we were gonna do this here, right? And we sprayed this whole thing is Cerakoted, let's just say it's all Cerakoted, right? You would put around this eye, like here, whatever the boundaries of this are. So if we had a boundary like here, like think of like an imaginary box, right? That kind of circled this right here. Let me just go ahead and do my elliptical tool real quick. Like, let's just say it was like right here, right? And this is our boundary. What we would do is we would put that red color that you see here underneath it, so you would not see it at all. It would just be this eyeball shape right here. Then we would take the laser to remove that top layer. It's almost like, like you would erase that top layer, exposing the lower layer, which is this. And that's what we're gonna have to do for a lot of these cuts. And it just all comes down to the details, like these little tiny fine details that we have. So here, not so much. This is easy. There's not even a real gradient. There is some blue transitions here. You can't really see it. It goes from like this cobalt blue to a darker color blue here. And that's just to soften up the eye. So when you're transitioning down the gun, it looks a little bit cleaner, so you're kind of getting that smooth transition as opposed to like the, like just a harsh color breaks. Like if it went from here to here, it'd be a little bit harsh in the eye. So we tried doing a little bit of a gradient on there. Same thing as we look over at like the actual trigger guard itself. We kind of kept it solid, nothing too crazy. I do need to repaint some of this. This is a old edited one, so you'll see some issues like this. If you really just want to be lazy, you could always like clone tool, and we'll just grab like a sample like here. Let me make sure I got my layers. All right, no, it's on the layer right. And let's just say we wanted to, we're just gonna go ahead and do this. We're just gonna fill it in just a little bit. We don't wanna go overboard with it because I don't have anything layered. So if it starts to bleed over, I will lose that there. We can even punch it in here and just grab like a lower color. Let's bring the size down to like a 7. Let's try to just follow this. Sometimes if you get really freaked out about it, you can just go over here and come to screen. And if you screen it, it's gonna be a little bit lighter. Obviously, like you don't wanna do it in this case, it's already way too late. But you can pick different layering modes, like darken, whatever you want. And we don't really wanna do that. We wanna keep the same colors throughout this. So let's grab a little bit of that. And you're just trying to make it as good as you can here. All right, where's this at? All right. So we're just gonna take this up. And this, honestly, it doesn't even really matter because that's not the point of this. But I definitely like to just kind of fill in some of these details while we got it. While we're here, might as well just make sure we do it right. Let's zoom it out. All right, so that looks good. It doesn't have a lot of reflection. If you think about real life, like reflection is bouncing off of this part here. Like this is, the sun was actually behind me over my left shoulder hitting it. So all this sun is hitting this main part. As we look at this like trigger guard, we should have some light refraction here. A lot of it's, getting absorbed by the flashlight itself. But let's grab some of this. We can even probably lighten it up. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I'm going to show you what we'll do to make it a little bit more natural. But let's just go ahead and just kind of do this quickly. I don't really care too much about this part. Let's just bring it up like this. All right, that should be good enough. And then we'll just make it kind of look like it gets closed off, even though it doesn't from the actual angle itself. We'll just make it look like it got closed. So we'll go ahead and drop this, put this right here, and we'll just bring this up just a sliver. Bah. So it just kind of looks like it fades out. Nothing too big. It's not really super noticeable. So when you zoom this thing out, obviously you're not going to see some of the imperfections. But that's how we started that build right there. Some of this stuff, like here, you can see that there's a little bit of issues. You know, a little bit of not clipping, but like a little bit of bleeding on this. And we'll just take some of this clone tool over here, zoom it back out. Let's see what we got. So we were also talking about the details when it comes to like stuff like this, where obviously there's like a multiple, like there's like 4 or 5 layers that we see in the scene right off the bat. So the purple, the blues, the yellows, the black, the red, the white, they're all very fine and like close to each other. So if you were to zoom in, you can see that like the difference between this is like, it's small. If you look at a gun, this on your screen might be massive, but in reality, that gun is like this. So what you see is this big picture here. It's going to go down to be, centimeters apart. Not even a half. This isn't even maybe a 1/4 inch, right here. But yeah, so it's very important that like we get all these details right. Now we were thinking it might even be easier if we were to like stipple this grip, which is just taking this like little hot iron thing, and kind of going through and stippling this so it's a different texture as well. That might help it. I don't know. We were talking about maybe airbrushing certain components of it, like maybe airbrushing this part here. We could probably just tape off, the grip of the gun, airbrush this part out. But for the most part, man, this is where it gets really difficult, bro. This is like, I mean, some of the detail on this, like I'll show you guys, my carry right now and like how small this actual piece is. So if you were to try to recreate this on a trigger itself, a trigger like this is like the size of like I want to say it's about like, it's going to be like this thick. It's going to be about as thick as like a marker tip when it gets down to this level of detail. So we were really running into issues building it in terms of complexity, and then the time it would take for us to make this on top of it is it just gets to be a lot. We even looked at doing like a vinyl cutting type of thing and maybe doing like a vinyl cut on it. And I think it all depends on what the person wants to do with this gun. So if you were saying, I'm just going to take it, I'm going to put it in a, safe or a vault or wherever it is, I'm not going to shoot it that much, then maybe going with like a vinyl cut or something like that and like airbrushing wouldn't be a bad option. The problem that you run into with like, or the problem that you kind of run into with things like this is that if the person, like let's say that we did vinyl cuts or we did like airbrushing, those aren't permanent solutions to this. Like they are not going to stay on forever. For an example, if you were to take like a, like a laser engraver and engrave it onto the slide, you're good. You can fire that gun thousands of times. It's not going to take away from that, laser engraving. What you run into, the real problem is when you start putting on like, I'm not going to call it trashy. I'm just going to call it like less sustainable things. So you were to put on a vinyl or vinyl cut this and put essentially almost like a sticker on it. Yeah, that's not going to last forever. Even if you did like an overcoat or you did anything to try to seal it and protect it, you might preserve it for longer, but it's not going to be the solution. Now, if the person says, this is a non-fireable gun, I'm not going to shoot it, this is all for looks, then why not vinyl cut it, do other things? But you really got to figure out what that person wants. And for the most part, the people that I know that we've been talking about for this want to go out and shoot it. So we want to make it something that also lasts a long time. And like I said, that for us, that's a major component of this. We were also thinking about maybe designing something down here and kind of throwing this on here. I tried a couple different things and I just didn't like it. I thought it was too much because the gun itself is already very, unique. All right. And sometimes when you get into like really, really unique things like this and you start adding, that whole adage of like, you know, less is more is really true in this case, because you don't want to just start putting things on here just to put things on here. It just gets cluttered. It looks like there's too much going on. We want to keep it, I wouldn't say minimalistic. We still want to keep it looking exaggerative, or we want to exaggerate it, make it look eccentric. We want this thing to pop, and that's what we're going for, and that's why we've chosen this design and why we built it this way. We did some changes to this, to the SNEC itself, and I can't remember which one we were on. There was one that we used last time. Maybe it was the one that we fixed on stream. Is it this one? Maybe this is what we did. Maybe this was a lot lower. I think this was a lot smaller and we made it bigger, or it was big and we made it small. I can't remember, but like I said, this is kind of what we're working on, and then we're doing some crazy giveaways and stuff as well. Once, like I said, once we get some more of the SNEC guys in here and I can kind of share that with you guys, I'll drop the update. We'll talk about the video editing stuff and how we plan on doing that with you guys. I'm super pumped for this. Let me go ahead and swap back so you guys can see everything I'm talking about here. Now I got it all loaded up. So this is the SNEC itself, right? So this is what I was talking about with the SNEC gun. This little part right here, if I remember correctly, it was a little bit too big, and I think we made it smaller. That could be it. I gotta go back. MFE creator, one of the, like, I love this dude. He's always in the channel. He's always on the stream. He's always on our videos. I featured him in one of the SNECverse 50 cal video. If you guys haven't seen it, I could pull that up for you guys too, so you could check out that as well. We pretty much just blow up a energy drink with the 50 cal rifle. Okay, that's what that is. And he was a big part of it, and he helped me kind of redesign and change this. Now, this is why I'm excited. Now we're starting to pick up. Now we got a couple people in here. What we're planning on doing is a subscriber giveaway. We're going to do a bunch of different giveaways, but I am going to create, I've already started the process right now. I am creating a design, and it sucks because it's like, I have to almost like hand make this thing, but we're creating this dope ass design for a t-shirt. It's gonna be a custom made SNEC t-shirt that wraps all up. It's so sick. I don't want to give it away because I don't want people like recreating it yet, but we're gonna go ahead and build it, and we're gonna get everything all built, made on stream, and then I'm gonna release it. And when we release it, I'm going to do a huge raffle, and it's gonna be like any subscriber, and it doesn't matter if you're using Amazon or Amazon Prime to subscribe to the channel, or you're just using like you know, cash or wherever it is that you use to subscribe. All of those subscribers are going to be entered into this, and then we're going to just give it away to one of you guys for free. That's going to be the game plan, and the more subs that we get throughout the month, the more the giveaways we can do. I'd like to start with the t-shirt first, because for us, I think the shirts, like after I looked at all the prints and like how much really goes into that design end, they're like $55, man. So it's kind of pricey, but if it lets me do a crazy ass design on it, then I'm gonna go ham, and I'm gonna make it like one of the dopest shirts ever, bro. Like that's the game plan. That's what we're doing here, building that. Let's see what else we have. Okay, yeah. So I'll show you guys that right now. Let me go ahead and pull it up. I think I can still, well, let me screen share on this one. I'll just have to do that. All right, I'm gonna add a screen sharing thing with you guys in a sec. Let me get this pulled up for you. We're gonna go to, where are we at? YouTube. Okay, let's go to YouTube. All right, now this was a while ago. This was from it wasn't a year ago. I don't think it was that long ago, but this is one of the videos that we made. Let's go ahead and pull this up. I got this on full screen for you guys. I should be able to do it just like this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, see, like Opera kind of does this to me. I'm gonna change it to maybe I could just do it like this. No, that's just gonna be the full screen. Okay, there we go. So this is gonna be the full screen thing. All right, but this is one of the old videos. Let me go ahead and drop the music because I don't want the music to take over. All right, Streamlabs music. Let's pause this. All right, so this is the video that I was talking about last time. We created a YouTube video on taking a 50 cal out, and we shot it and, you know, blew it up. And I'll just let you guys see it for yourself.
getting ready to go out and shoot the Sneck Burst 50 cal. And if you guys remember, last week we shot the Sneck Burst 9mm. We're gonna have a Sneck energy drink sitting on top of a competitor's can, but we're only gonna shoot the competitor's can this time. So, we also have a little treat for you guys, so you might want to stick around at the end as well. So let's go see how the competitor's can fares to the 50 cal.
All right, so now I got that set up. Let me, where we at?
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and restart this because it didn't have the audio was really poor on this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back. We'll just start it right now.
Blow this post up if you guys want to see us hit that Sneck energy drink with the 50 cal that we have over there. Finally here, we're getting ready to go out and shoot the Sneck Burst 50 cal. And if you guys remember, last week we shot the Sneck Burst 9mm. We're gonna have a Sneck energy drink sitting on top of a competitor's can, but we're only gonna shoot the competitor's can this time. So, we also have a little treat for you guys, so you might want to stick around at the end as well. So let's go see how the competitor's can fares to the 50 cal.
Smoke weed, nigga, please.
All right,
tell me how you want. You smoke strong, your money long.
Yeah, buddy. So as you can see, we shot this thing. We blew it up with a 50 cal. One of the things that I'm really trying to figure out, man, is I want YouTube to be able to play and for me to be able to hear it on top. But I can't. It's kind of weird because if I were to be able to listen to it myself, like if I were to be able to monitor it, sometimes it'll pick it up and then put it back into the stream. I'm not trying to do that because I know you guys don't want to hear like double and shit. It sounds obnoxious when it does it, but everything is looking good, bro. So that's one of the things in the projects that we worked on last time, and that was hella fun, bro. We just took a 50 cal out there, put down an energy drink, shot the shit with the 50 and blew it up. So we could do fun stuff like this all the time, man. It's, you know, it really depends on what you guys want to see. Excuse me. So if you guys want to see more things like that, you know, we can do it. If not, we could do, like I said, just our own regular video editing stuff. It doesn't have to be anything super crazy. I did get some people did give me some like ideas, and some of the ideas that they wanted, we just couldn't do. As much as I wanted to do, we were gonna blow up, or no, what was it? We wanted to like shoot the 50, or the, we wanted to shoot the energy drink with like a tank and stuff, and then we were gonna use like tannerite and blow it up and all this fun stuff. But as much as I want to do that with you guys, I also have to consider that it is like extremely expensive. So I don't know if our budget is there just yet. Yeah, we have, you know, we're inside of a gun store and we have access to a lot of different things, but that's not one of them. Unfortunately, we don't have tanks and stuff yet. If we ever do, that, dude, you guys are gonna see me blowing shit up all the time. But yeah, we can get back into this and kind of what we were talking about design-wise, and then making this thing come to life. I was working with the gunsmith, and we've been really brainstorming and trying to figure out what we're going to do with this thing and like how we're going to create it. We really, really want to make it 100% usable and long-term using sustainable stuff. Vinyl cutting and doing stuff here, I don't think that's going to cut it. Not for long-term, maybe like a display, you know, maybe something like that. Same thing with this. We're going to have to like laser etch this in and probably use like the laser engraver here to knock out some of the highlights of this thing so that we can use the laser engraver to burn off that top layer, exposing this, you know, very bright red. That's one of the options. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just proven to be a lot more challenging than we initially thought. We thought it would be a lot easier. It's not. And when we first showed our Cerakote dude that's been doing it for like, I don't know, like 10 years or something, he looked at it and he was like, bro, he's like, yeah, that's impossible. You guys aren't doing that. But I think we can. We just have to do it in a certain way. Like, we have to make sure that we're, you know, doing it, one, correctly, but two, I also don't want to like destroy my gun, right? So we don't want to make mistakes and destroy it, because if you guys aren't familiar, I don't know how big you guys are into guns, but this right here is a Faxon slide, Faxon, and it's one of my favorite slides. I love Faxon Firearms. They're a great company, and they make this custom slide that has very aggressive, deep cuts to the rear of it. Love them. So that slide is like $400. So do I really want to, you know, mess this part up? I don't, because then I have to buy a brand new frame and redo it. I don't want to do that, bro. That's too much. Instead, I'd like to try to figure out a way to make sure that we get this running and we make it work. Then we can focus on, you know, really bringing in the details. So maybe doing like a base coat. If you guys still like this color, I personally do. I like this like tealish color. Hopefully it shows good on your guys' screens too. If you guys are on phones, it should look very good. If you're on your PC and you have like a lower quality monitor, you won't be able to see the vibrance or some of the HDR in this firearm itself. But this color right here, I like it because I think it's a very stark contrast to the purple that we started to grade into. Or to start our gradient on, I should say, from here. So I really like it. I think this blends in beautifully. The snake body itself towards the rear is where we actually took this color palette from. So I just used this color from the snake skin itself on some of the highlights. See, that part right there, we could probably fix. See, it's small things like this, man. Like there's no crease or anything on this. So here's what it is. Here's a quick, easy way to fix it if you want to be lazy, bro. I might just do the lazy route, and let's just go ahead and go to not our blur tool. I want to go to my burn tool. Where the hell is it at on this? I hate going from my PC at home to this one because I get all these things mixed up. Here's my burn tool. So what you can do is we can hit a little bit of burn, make sure this layer is unlocked. Sometimes it'll lock your background layer, but we could just kind of burn it a little bit and try to get some of that color back. Just here, just to kind of overshadow, or to bring out some of these highlights, because I don't want to do too much. I don't want to make it look weird, but I definitely want some of the actual scales itself to pop. So that's what I might eventually do, is I might relayer this skin, because I think even if I did it this way, it's gonna look kind of janky. Let's go ahead and redo that. I don't know. I could always copy. It's just going to be a pain in the ass to fix this. I'm not too worried about it because we're not going to print it. We're just going to spray it. And if not, then we're just going to laser engrave it. But definitely want to get this color on there. Like I said, if you guys don't like this color, we can always change it. We're not set in stone on it. We have to mix the colors because Cerakote does not have this in their normal palette. You're not going to find this color in Cerakote. They have a close one, and the purple is very close. So we're going to have to kind of mix some colors and play around and then hope that it sticks to the color we want. But I really want to stay with this one. I like this one a lot. The purple's in here. I like that gradient too. This barrel itself, I'm going to show you in the bottom part, is a Strike Industries barrel. And it is it's kind of nice. It's a fluted barrel. So it's a fluted 9mm. So the 9x19 indicates that it is a 9mm barrel. This barrel itself, I think these go for about $200. So they're they're about the same as an average barrel. Nothing too crazy. Or maybe, sorry, $150. I think I got it for $150. But the barrel is fluted. So what happens with these fluted barrels, if you're looking at a gun barrel and you see those swirls down it, those, flutes or whatever, I don't know what they're really called, but it's called a fluted barrel. These little cutouts right here that you see actually do serve a purpose. It does look aggressive. So the gun is over in the gunsmith right now, but if I had it on me, I would show you. When you rack the slide back, so when this slide comes back and this barrel is exposed, it looks even more aggressive. So a lot of people get it because of design. They just want a gun to have this like aggressive fluted barrel design, whatever. But the reason I love it and I like using them a lot is it helps to dissipate some heat. So it cools down a little bit faster than your average, right? So if you had a regular thick ass steel barrel and you're shooting a bunch, it's gonna take a little bit longer to get hotter, but it's gonna take a long time for it to cool down. So if you're shooting for a while, bang, 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 all that friction, everything going out of that barrel is gonna warm it up. Without those flutes, it's gonna stay hot as hell. And I don't think you guys realize, if you're ever shooting or some of the guys that, you know, fire guns know this, especially Greeny. I don't know where the hell Greeny is, man. He's AFK. I always love seeing him. He always makes my day when he comes in here. And now he's just gone, bro. Oh, I didn't realize. Did I still have my... Oh, I didn't. Okay, good. I thought I had my changer on. I thought I had my voice changer on for a second. I was like, please tell me I didn't just leave that voice changer on with you guys for this whole time. That'd be obnoxious. But if you've been around guns, you'll know... suppressors, barrels, they get so hot, if you touch them, they will burn the living shit out of you. They will completely burn off skin. Like, I'm not even playing, bro. If you don't want any fingertips, man, just shoot a suppressor for a little bit and grab that thing. It'll knock them right off. It'll burn those tips right off you, bro. So they get very hot. And that's kind of where the advantage really lies in this. It looks good, dissipates heat. And if you really want to, like, nickel and dime your gun a little bit, okay, it's a little bit lighter. You knock off like 0.1 gram of the weight. On a rifle, obviously, it would be a little bit more. But for something like this, that's what, you know, that's a 3.5 barrel, I think I have in there. Yeah, I think it's a 3-inch barrel I'm running in this one. 3.5? I can't remember. Whatever. But it's not going to make that much of a difference. Like if this was fluted compared to non-fluted, you wouldn't be able to tell by weight. You're not going to pick this shit up and be like, oh my God, wow, I can feel the difference. Dude, you're not. It's no way. So that's a big one for us. The other thing, we were talking about mag plates. So magazine plates or mag plates. I'll pull out my mag here. So on an actual magazine itself, this is just my regular, it's a Glock mag that I'm carrying right now. This mag, right, this magazine at the very bottom has a plate, and that's what holds, you know, the spring and the retention system in here. So what we wanted to do was change this plate, and that's what you're kind of seeing the side of down here is the actual magazine plate. So it's not a part of the gun itself. So if you were to look at like a firearm and like have a gun, let me just do my... All right, had to clear mine for a sec. All right, so let's say I'm going to show you guys. Let me load this last round back up. It's the one thing that sucks, man. I love... Oh, I'm missing the wrong mag. I hate having to redo this shit with these mags. These mags suck balls, man. I'm going to break my fingers. All right, so these are my mags. Now, if you look at like the bottom of this, so everything is cleared, so you can see right through me. There's no brass, trash, live ammunition, nothing like that. Nothing in the mag well. Everything is empty. And we'll do a secondary clear. Everything is empty for this. I'm going to take all these rounds out of this because I don't want to use, I'm not using a live magazine. I'm not doing that. Boom. So now we have our magazine. Everything is empty. You don't see any brass. There's no metal. There's no anything on that. So this is empty. And once again, I'm going to do a visual check myself. Nothing is inside of the barrel. Nothing is inside of the magazine well. Nothing is in this gun at all. So it's completely safe. Now, what happens is, like, if you look at this is what I'm talking about. It's not part of the gun. So hopefully the camera will refocus to that a little bit. I'm going to move this up to my screen. Let's go to just chatting real quick. You guys will see this a lot better. All right. So let's say you have your actual, come on, focus camera, bro. This is like a dope camera, so it should pick it up. Where do I got to go to focus it? Oh, how about that? Is that going to focus it? Come on, bro. All right. Well, whatever. I'll figure that out in a sec. But if you can see, everything is clear, right? Now, whenever this magazine goes in, that's the plate that we're talking about on that SNEC gun. It's just this bottom part right there. So it's going to be visible. It's going to stick out. They make different plates. So you're going to see, like, you know, huge plates that stick out of the bottom. Some people like to just have an extension for their pinky. So if you're like holding up the firearm here and you wanted, like, let's say you have big ass hands and your hands are like down here. A lot of times people will put on plates so it can make it sit flush, you know, with them. And it all depends, you know, but That's what we're trying to figure out too, is if we're going to do like, you know, the whole magazine, are we doing the plates? What are we really building with the gun? And I mentioned this earlier, bro. You saw the picture of what that SNEC 19 looks like, and you saw that trigger system, and then look at the actual size of that trigger itself. If it'll actually focus it up. Is it going to get me in? There it is. So look at the size of that thing, bro. Like, and you're talking about painting and doing all this like intricate details inside of the gun itself. Incredibly difficult. Not impossible, because impossible is nothing, bro. Like, there's a way to do it. It's just a lot, you know, but we're super excited to still do it. We're just going to do it bits and pieces at a time, and then kind of update you guys as we go through. Like I said, maybe we get the Cerakotes going first. I don't know. We can do all of those, bro. All of those fun stuff, man. I saw that. So, I appreciate that, bro. I actually, when I talked to, I don't know about, are you talking about specifically for, is it specifically for YouTube, or do you know if it's Twitch? Because when I did it on Twitch, they were saying that as long as the firearm is like handled in a safe manner, then it can. But I didn't, bro. I appreciate the heads up, man. I've been doing it on Twitch for so long. I haven't done it much on YouTube. I haven't done like a multi-stream with it. But I could definitely see YouTube being more like likely to strike it, because YouTube is like finicky as hell about anything gun stuff, dude. Anything gun, because I saw like I watched a lot of your videos, bro, too, and that you have on there. Yeah, the video stuff is pretty good, but I could definitely see them like getting upset on live. Like I said, YouTube, bro, is just the place where they're like, dude, it sucks, man. I've been doing a lot of stuff on X lately, just because it's been a lot easier, especially if you're like trying to do gun stuff. It's significantly easier on that. Damn, that sucks, man. I appreciate it, bro. So I'll just make sure whenever I'm doing a cross stream on YouTube, I won't put that up there then. See, bro, this is why I need people like you, bro. I need the help, man. Yeah, because I was worried about that on Twitch, because Twitch is like a straight up gaming platform, you know. And the response I got back from one of like their moderators or wherever, I don't know, whoever else, their support team, they said as long as the firearm is handled in a safe manner, then it's okay. But like I said, dude, YouTube is, they're definitely not as gun friendly. And even like I wouldn't do it on Instagram either. Instagram has been horrible for me. Instagram has been absolutely awful for that. The worst has been TikTok. TikTok has, dude, if I even mention the word gun on TikTok, they flag the hell out of it. It's crazy, man. Like, TikTok is just so anti-gun at this point that it's not even worth using. I don't know, at least for like gun stuff, like gun content, I try to stick off of TikTok. I had one, it was a safety video, bro. It was a safety video about guns, and TikTok like hit me with tons of account restrictions, and they went nuts on me for it. So like I said, bro, I appreciate you, man. See, and this is why I need people like you to stop by and really hook me up. Because like I said, Twitch has been the best. I bet you, what is it? Rumble, and what's the other one? I know a lot of the gun guys have been on Rumble. That's been a big one, is Rumble. So, yeah, Rumble, man. I think, damn, I need to start doing that. Is Joe still in here? Joe, if Joe is usually in here, Joe can hook us up, because Joe is like the big Rumble guy. Does Rumble all the time. Great YouTuber, has tons of content, man. He's pumping out content so fast. I don't even know how he does it. I can't even keep up with that man. I see him everywhere, and he's been doing great. Has like great sponsors, great videos, a lot of gun stuff. And I've heard him talk nothing bad about Rumble. So like I said, I'll have to stop doing it on the stream, bro. Because I bet you they are gonna hit me with a strike, and if they do, that's all right, man. It is what it is. I haven't had any other strikes yet, so at least I'm starting from a fresh palette, man. And you know you're doing something right if you're getting at least a little something. It can't be all clean all the time, bro. You know. But yeah, we'll get back into like the Photoshop part of it. But yeah, dude, doing this build, making this come to life has been a challenge. And I hate that it is, because I really wanted this thing, bro, to be possible and to have us build it. But I think we can. I just think it's going to take a lot longer than what we initially expected. I'm hoping maybe in the next month I'll get you guys an update now that we have the laser printer, or not the laser printer, bro. That ain't going to do nothing. The laser engraver on here, so we can start at least like kind of prepping the designs and like where we want to place them. I like the designs where they are here. We can always move them or change them. And I don't think I'm going to do this on the Holosun itself. I don't think I'm actually going to do this here. I thought it would be kind of cool, and I put it on there, and I realized maybe, I don't know. I'll have to play around with it. I might change, maybe some of the colors in Holosun or something like that. I wish I was good enough to, like, we could always strip this so it doesn't say Holosun and it could say something else. It could be more SNEC related. I don't know, man. It's just one of those things. So we'll try to figure that out. And I think I'm going to keep the iron sights the way they are. This is Ameriglow sights. I don't think you could see. Oh, yeah, you can see a little bit here. So these are Ameriglows, and I'm using like the orange Ameriglow. They're great optics, or they're great, front sight posts, or just sights in general. But absolutely beautiful. They very bright, and that's kind of why I like them. Even outside, this picture doesn't really do it justice for the type of clarity and stuff that you have on here. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's super bright. Love those. Also, let's look at the rear, at the back plate, right? So in this back plate, I don't know if this is really the best spot for this. Like, I don't know if first edition is really what we want on this part. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to leave it up to you guys to try to help me come up with ideas and what we want to do with it. Maybe we don't even need a first edition, and maybe we don't even need that first edition here. I don't know. It's going to be up to you guys to try to like help me, and I'll start dropping polls, and I'll do different things to try to get some feedback from you guys so we know what's going on and we can figure out how we're gonna do that. But yeah, I think everything else is pretty much going to be this or stay the same. We might just leave the Strike Industries in here too. I like the way that the Strike Industries barrel looks. It's very unique. Usually you don't see that on many barrels. You might see like a little something on there, but it's not too much. On the top of it is where you'll see laser engraving on barrels. But let's see. This I'm not gonna mess with. Like I said, we're gonna keep that the same. So getting into, now that we're about 30 minutes away from signing off. But before we get into anything else, I'll do the final update and catch everybody up that hasn't been here so they know what's going on. So we can go back to that chatting menu. I just need a little break for a sec. There we go. All right. Woo! Let me move this. That thing is distracting. Okay. So, music back on. Let's go ahead and turn this on. I don't know why it stopped on me, or I stopped it myself. I don't know, but got the music back on. Now it's time. Let's shoot the shit for a sec. Let's get real with it. How am I gonna sit? Okay. Is that good? Okay, that's good. All right. So, going forward, to catch everybody up on the updates, what we're doing, we're still trying to figure out on our channel what content do I really want to make, right? Like, I've done comedy stuff, I've done skits, we did gun things, we've done a bunch of gun stuff, we've done reviews. Still trying to find that niche and really work and build that community. Now, personally, I like telling like Marine Corps stories and different stories of like, my background and all this, different things, because I've had, kind of fun experiences, some good, some bad. I'm like everybody else. I've had some weird ass shit happen to me, so I like sharing that with you guys. Then I like the comedy stuff. I try to make things, if it kind of makes me laugh or chuckle, I'll go ahead and make it. It doesn't appeal to everybody. Comedy is super subjective. Some people, like, you'll make the funniest video ever and people will be like, this is stupid. Oh, this is brain rot. You're garbage. It's not for everybody, bro. Comedy is super subjective. So I try to just have fun with it. And if I enjoy it, I put it out. So I'm hoping that you guys enjoy a lot of the content we put out. And with that, that's going into our schedule. Monday, I plan on live streaming at the same exact time, probably 2 to 4. And I will update you guys on like X. You guys will see my stories posted on Twitch. You'll see these different things of me giving you updates on when we're going live and hopefully a little bit about what we're doing. Monday, I'd like to brainstorm and really come up with video ideas. If you guys find some real funny shit and you guys just want to watch like funny videos, send me funny videos where maybe I can insert myself in a funny way. You know, go ahead and do that, you know, because that's a big one. Let me see if I can go back to the share screen thing with you guys for a sec, so I can pull this up. Let me get one of these videos up and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me go over here. So if you guys wanted to find a funny video and you wanted to just, I don't know, let me try to find a good one. Where's it at? Where I can kind of insert myself into it. I have a couple of them where I kind of like inserted myself into the video, and that's what I'm trying to find right now. This one, bro, all right, this one cracked me up. I had so much fun making this video, and this is one of those videos that it didn't, I think this one only got like, was it like 8,000 views or something like that? So this video didn't do the best. It wasn't one of the better ones that we've done, but let me drop this music. I'm going to show you guys this. Let me know what you think. This is what I'm talking about. When I say find videos, if you guys find any type of videos, anything, and you're like, hey, you know, do this in it, I'm going to try my best to do it. Whether it's make it into a skit, whatever it is, I got you guys. Let's go ahead and swap over. We're going to go to the share screen real quick so you guys can kind of see. This is that video that we were talking about.
Party, you're minding your own business. A big bully comes up and starts to rap.
You're kind of a jerk, kind of a little short, punky.
Dude, that's so pungent. Urine? Really, Dave? We already talked about this, dude. It's not cool, bro.
Rule number 1 is there are no rules. You're at...
Bruh. So, I'm just saying, like that, I had so much fun with that. It's not even funny. Like, that one made me, you know how hard it was? I had to keep like throwing water in my face, and I had to keep like redoing the video over and over and over until I got it just right. And for me, bro, I just had so much fun with that one. It was a simple one. And like I said, I don't think that one got crazy. I think that one maybe hit 10,000 views, something. It wasn't nuts. But for me, that comedy was super fun, bro. Like, that's the type of shit that I love doing. I love doing this super weird shit. I love throwing myself into different scenes and just really having fun with, you know, comedy, dude. Like, like I said, it's super subjective, but you can have so much fun with it, bro. It doesn't always appeal to everybody. So if you send something and you're like, bro, you got to do a video like this, you got to put yourself in it, whatever it is, I'm going to try my best to do it. I'm going to try to do it for you guys because I love that shit. I'm going to try to find, I have another one. You guys haven't even, hold on, time out. You guys getting me pumped up. Let me show you this real quick. I don't think you guys have seen this one. This is a good one. I love this one so much. Dude, this one, people didn't like this one at first, and then it slowly built, it built up, and it took people a while to like it. All right, I had to make some changes here because the first version was way too long, and I think I lost a lot of interest. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this. And I'm gonna make a button too that'll let me, you know, stream or whatever my stream deck, so I could just switch back and forth. But I had to change a bunch of things. So I'm gonna go back to this. One more thing. Where we at? Boom. I'm gonna put this back up into this corner. I'm gonna make it smaller so you guys can still see me, but I don't want to detract from the actual video itself because that would suck. So let's just go ahead. We're gonna make this a little bit smaller. We're gonna crop this. Actually, how about this? Let's just do this because sometimes this works a little bit better. So we'll go ahead. You guys don't need to see all this stuff. You guys can still see my reaction and all that fun stuff right there. All right, boom.
How did you know?
Hey, Kendrick is up in his mouth, and I'm about to put my dick in it right now. Then I put it in his ass. Now he running but naked all over my house. I'm about to make him gay tonight. Back shots with both of my hands in his mouth. I know that he want it for real. Good sex with pull.
Come on now. Bro, that, I'm telling you, I don't know, man. Like this video I had so much fun making, and it was just simple. I just kind of threw myself into the background. It wasn't anything crazy. It didn't really take long to edit. The part that I do like, and let me try to see if I can figure out if I can monitor this audio, because I'd love to be able to, what am I doing? I'd love to be able to hear, you know, YouTube as well. I just don't want it to play back to you guys too. So let me see if I can add. I might be able to just add like a source or something to this. Oh, hold on. This is just gonna be a quick fix. Let me just do it like this. All right, and I'll just mute my mic. But I'm gonna show you one thing real quick. We're gonna play this back. Now, when I play this, just look at how close Terry Crews's mouth like aligns with the words. Like it just synced up so beautifully. And here's a behind the scene with some of the edits. That part that you see where Terry Crews, like initially it was gonna look like this. Terry Crews was gonna be like start to sing, and I was gonna wake up in the back seat, and it was just gonna be my face the whole time, kind of doing the oh, is it playing through the speaker? Let me make sure. Test. Okay, good. So it was going to be like Terry Crews and then me. So it was going to be his face, my reaction. That's it. When I was moving things around on the timeline of the video, like as I'm editing it, I accidentally moved one of my reactions up, right? So I had a separate reaction where I kind of like jumped back a little bit, where I kind of like moved my head. Didn't really think much of it. And then whenever I put that, or whenever I moved it and it lined up perfectly into the video, bro, I was done. I'm like, it just worked out so well where Terry Crews popped his head back and you could see my reaction. That was all 100% by just pure accident, bro. So I play it one more time and watch that part. I'm telling you, bro, that was pure accident. It just worked out. Here we go.
How did you know? Hey, Kendrick is up in his mouth, and I'm about to put my dick in it right now. Then I put it in his ass. Now he running but naked all over my house. I'm about to make him gay tonight. Back shots with both of my hands in his mouth. I know that he want it for real. Good sex with pull.
Come on now. Come on. Bro, that one cracked me up. Go back to chat for a sec. All right. So that was a really good one. And that, like I said, it just kind of worked out. I had fun with it. I was able to insert myself into the videos, and that's the type of shit that I love doing. Now, there's some other ones I have going right now. The last one, for some reason, bro, that thing is not performing. I don't know why, man. It has like 90% of the people clicked on it. It's just not performing very well. It has a little bit lower, it has more dislikes this time. But for the most part, those are my favorites to do. I know you guys have seen this one. This one really made me laugh. And this is the updated version. I haven't even released this one yet. I haven't released this version yet. So you guys are gonna be the first to see this video. This is I've already made something very similar to it, but I had to change it up because some viewers were kind of confused with what was going on. They just had no idea. So I tried to make it a little bit more like key in the ignition. I'll just show you. Whatever, here we go. How about I put it on the freaking thing first, bro? What am I doing, dog? All right. What the hell am I doing? Let me do this. All right. So that's here. All right. Swapping it.
Na nagmamaang-maangan. Tutok na tutok sa tuktok ang panglobang tak-tak bungo.
Bro, that shit cracked me up. See, here's the thing. When I first did the video, people didn't like that at all. Like, people swiped away immediately. It didn't really do much for me. People just didn't like it. And that's okay. They're not always going to like everything that we do. But damn, man, I had so much fun with it, and then it didn't go anywhere. And then when I played it to a couple of my buddies, or I asked for their, response, the first one that I made was kind of confusing. A lot of people were like, what does that even mean? Like, what are you talking about? And I didn't realize that some of the push button stuff in the car didn't really make sense. You didn't really hear the engine starting or failing to start. Some of those little keys and indicators for the viewer just weren't there. This is why I wish that we were all editing together. Excuse me. So that's why I wish that we were all editing together, because if we were, I would be able to see these things, make these changes, do all that fun stuff. But I'm going to get into, we got like 14 minutes left. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to try to figure out what we're going to be doing for this, next stream. I may be able to do a stream tomorrow. I need to see if the owner is streaming, because if he is, I won't be able to stream tomorrow. If not, I'll try to just do some video editing and get some things done. But like I said, share anything with me, bro. Share, I don't care what it is. If you find a fun video and you're like, hey man, I think this is hilarious, what can you do with it? Share them with us. Throw them on here, and we can even go through like Instagram, or we can go through these different things and try to find videos together. And you guys can tell me like if you want to stop and remix this video, or if you have some type of funny or creative idea, just drop them, bro. I'm so happy to hear them. I'm so happy to listen to them. Let me go over to X real quick and make sure I'm getting some of your guys' stuff, because sometimes like I said, it does not give me updates on X that you guys are commenting. If you're watching the video and commenting, for some reason it just doesn't work very well. Okay, good. We don't really have that much going on over at X. I was kind of worried about that, because last time I felt bad. I ended up did I get one? Oh, I already responded to that. So on X, man, it doesn't show any of the multi-stream chats, which kind of sucks. It doesn't show that anybody commented or anything. So sometimes I'll leave you guys out, and I don't intentionally mean to do that. I'm not trying to, but let's see if I got another. Let me see if I got another YouTube short video that I did where I kind of inserted myself into it. I did one that was okay. One wasn't like super good. This one, okay, this one did okay. This one did okay. I'll show you guys this one. This one didn't do too terrible. So let me get it up on the screen. Yeah, let's do this. I want the full screen version of this. So I changed this a little bit because I think I'm going to show you the original one. Let's go with the original. The original one was a little bit better. Where the hell is it at? Let me get to this real quick. No. See, the original one actually didn't go anywhere. I'm going to show you guys the one that actually performed better. So let's go ahead and open this up. I'm going to swap you guys back over. Boom. And I'm going to mute.
It's right. My head matching my bed. Stop! Oh, God. God dang, boy. I just shot myself. My God.
That poo lane shit, I ain't with it. Sending shots at your fitted. Swag, bitch.
Bruh. I had fun with that one. That was a really good one. I was able to find a bunch of videos of just people being reckless and doing crazy stuff at the range, which is unfortunate that there's so many. It wasn't hard to find a lot of people messing up at the ranges. They're just doing dangerous things in general with guns. It sucks, man, but it's nature of the beast. All right, let me see what else we got. I thought I had another one that was good. That might have been the only few really that I kind of inserted myself into the scenes. Oh, I did one with Joe Rogan. The Joe Rogan one cracked me up, bro. All right, I got one more for you guys. I got one more, and then I'm gonna give you the update, and then I'll call it. But this will be the last one. This was a Joe Rogan video, and I really had fun making this one. If I can find it again. This one had a lot of hate. So on every video you do, bro, people are just going to hate it. Like, no matter what, you're always going to get the haters, right? And the thing is, this is what people don't realize, right? Let's say that you go and dislike one of my videos. It really doesn't do shit to the channel itself. Like, it doesn't do anything to my video. It doesn't, like, stop it from being shown to others. All it does is filter what that person starts to see, right? So if I did a gun video and you disliked it, YouTube is going to start to think, okay, well, his tags in this video are guns, firearms, whatever. We're not going to recommend, those types of videos to you because you disliked a gun video. Or if you're doing comedy and you dislike the video, YouTube's algorithm is going to start trying to pair you with the right content, because the only time it really makes a difference if you're getting like a lot of dislikes on your videos is all the other metrics, because YouTube is a lot smarter than that. YouTube knows everything about, let's say just by you watching my short and swiping through immediately or whatever it is that happens. Oh, what's up, Blessings? It's always a pleasure to see you. Always a pleasure. How you doing? But yeah, like YouTube is interesting because it knows a lot deeper than just that one thing. So you might swipe away of a video thinking it's like, oh, this person's video, maybe you're just not interested, whatever it is, or you dislike it and you're like, I'm going to dislike it. Bang. All YouTube's going to do is change the way that you view content. So it's going to stop giving you the content that's associated with those dislikes. That's really it. Now, if you have like, all the other metrics are in there too. I got a little bit sidetracked. All right, all the metrics are in there. If you're watching like, I don't know, if you're watching like, let's say half of the video, let's say you watch half my video and like dislike or whatever, like all those little metrics matter. And then it shows like, okay, well, how many times have you done that on other videos? And that is true. That's exactly what it is. Like, people are going to hate your stuff anyway. People are still going to dislike it. People are going to swipe through. Comedy is super subjective. And like you said, as podcasts, I can honestly say everyone has their own taste for good or bad. And that 100%. I agree 100%. There's not a single thing in this world, a single video, a single anything. You can make a video about saving puppies and people are going to dislike it and hate you for it, right? If you're too nice, people hate you. If you're too happy, people hate you. If you're too mean, people hate you. Nature of the beast. Can't make everybody happy, but I'll try to make content that, if you guys are on the channel and you're watching it, you may see something that pops up and you're like, man, this isn't for me. It's distasteful, whatever. We do a whole bunch of different things. So you're going to see a whole variety of different content. Some you may like, some you may hate. It's all subjective, but all the feedback, all the comments, everything, if you guys leave it, bro, we'll try to listen and do it. And I'm glad to hear it. I'm doing great. I'm actually getting ready to head out in a few minutes. We were just kind of wrapping up a little bit of the stream, trying to figure out if we're going to be streaming, tomorrow or Monday. But what we plan on doing is like editing videos with like everybody, like in the community. So if we come up with a cool video idea, we're going to try to build it on stream, and like you can see the editing process and like how we actually build the videos, because there's so much like crazy layers to it, and it usually gets like pretty overwhelming for people to see. But we can really kind of break down some of those video elements, and maybe to help people with like their own videos if they find something that we use to be helpful. There's a lot of things that we've tried so far that just sucked, and I wasted way too much time, way too much energy, and way too much money on. And so you can use some of my mistakes to not make those mistakes, with your videos and stuff too. So hopefully it helps a lot of people. I found a lot of shortcuts and a lot of different things since I've been editing, and I can kind of share those with you guys. I'm not a master at it. I'm far from it. I'm still kind of like in the beginner. Yeah, pretty much. We'll definitely like walk through each thing. So you guys can also have an input of like, if you don't like the music, or if you figure out, like let's say you don't like whatever the content is, you just, I'll pick music for an example. I'll pick music and the music just sounds like, it just doesn't sound right. And then somebody will just say, hey man, start the music like 5 seconds sooner. And I'll just take the music and move it 5 seconds, earlier into that timeline. The whole thing sounds amazing. So I like to use a community to kind of help build. So we'll come up with like, it'll be like a beginner class type of thing of basic video editing. And we'll try to go through and really compile it together. And then what I'll do on the next day, like I would like to brainstorm ideas Monday. Tuesday we go live with, or I go out and film. And then Wednesday I'll probably do some basic edits, because if you record, let's say they come up with an idea to make a video about, I don't know, like a gun review, whatever it is, right? Like, hey, we're going to do a gun review video, and we film it. In that basic film, I have to cut out all the silences, right? Like all the times I say, what, I go through and I cut all that raw footage down to where it's just editable, it's ready to go. Then when I come into work on Thursday, I'll live stream and we'll go through those edits so we can start building and pairing together. And you could see like how I go through and start to plan out the video, because it's like telling this story and you need to, you know, figure out what do I want the audience to even feel like. One of my favorite things of advice I've ever seen on YouTube content is they're like, would you watch it? Like, and I went back to my earlier videos and I'm like, I probably wouldn't watch those videos because I thought I bored myself. Like I didn't care for them. And I'm like, man, if I don't want to watch the videos, chances are people don't want to watch mine too, you know? And that was a big one for me. And then trying to figure out what I wanted the viewer to go through. Like, do I want to make you happy? Do I want to make you sad? Do I want to make it emotional? Like, what type of feeling and what type of like vibe do I want the video? So if I feel like, you know, I'm portraying in this video like something crazy, right? Like some anger scene, I turn up a little bit of the temperature so that the colors are a little bit warmer and you're kind of getting that sense of like that anger and anticipation. Yeah, I appreciate that. So I'm trying to, you know, I'm still trying to learn these things myself because it's still, yeah, no worries. Yeah, no worries. And like I said, I'm probably going to be closing out here in a few minutes. I got one other update and then I'll probably call it. But yeah, we try to get like, for the most part, just trying to make sure that I can figure out how I want the viewer to react or feel during my video. And they said, if you can sum up your video in one sentence, then it's most likely a good video. So I have that issue where if I do something that's kind of complicated or kind of complex, whatever it is, what ends up happening is it becomes very confusing because I'm like, all right, well, I made this video and in this video, it's, you know, it has 3 different things. I'm talking about like some helicopter things and then flying stuff and all this, and it gets way too confusing or maybe just way too in depth. If I want to talk about this helicopter component, I need to explain to the audience these 10 different things or else they won't understand it because it's way too, you know, complex. You know, not everybody is working on helicopters and around them all day. And I tried to steer away from some of those videos. So that's kind of been one of the things I've been working on myself and trying to figure it out. But for the most part, I think that's kind of the direction that we're going to go, where we're kind of content creating together. I really, really, really want to get into content creating together. And then let me make sure I'm just checking all the boxes. I have everything set. I think all this is good. The one that we wanted to do, where are we at? Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to do for the SNEC update. Anybody that's in here from SNEC, I'm going to give you guys the update real quick because we're getting ready to call it. Talk to you later. Have a great rest of your day. And it's always a pleasure seeing you stop by. Always a pleasure. For the SNEC guys, as we get ready to close off on this video, one of the updates I wanted to share with you, it's huge. We already kind of talked a little bit about the SNEC 19 stuff, building out this custom Glock, you know. And if you guys aren't familiar with it, I'm going to send it over to Photoshop right there. There it is. It's the SNEC 19. It's a Glock 19, fully decked out and adorned in SNEC gear that we are building one day at a time, one piece at a time. So we're working on doing that. But in the meantime, I'm going to create every single week. Maybe not this week because I still have to figure out some things. Give me a couple days to try to work out some details. I'm going to custom create and design t-shirts. T-shirts. Why would my voice break like that? T-shirts. It's horrible. My God. I'm going to design t-shirts and stuff, right? And I'm going to create them with, you know, SNEC designs and make them really unique. We're going to hand do them so they can't be like copied. It's all going to be handmade work. You're going to, you know, be with me on Photoshop as we build and design these shirts. Then we're going to do a giveaway. So anybody that is subscribed to the channel is going to be entered in the giveaway for these shirts. These things, from what I looked at, just trying to get the design and how intricate the design is onto the shirt, man, these things are coming out to they're like $55. But we're going to do a giveaway, and we're going to give one away to a subscriber every single month. Or before I say every single month, we're going to do it once, and we're going to see how that works. We're going to do a giveaway, drop it, to wherever you guys want. We'll ship it, and that'll be our first thing to kind of welcome in this new community-driven thing. So you guys are going to be live with me as we build, as we create, as we make this neck design. Then I'm going to give away that shirt, and each design is going to be different, and it's going to be a limited time thing. So weekly, we'll have the design, and I'll leave it up for like a week, right? Then we'll cut it, and we'll keep doing this over and over so that there's not a lot of it's very time limited. So you're not going to see the same shirt all the time. It's going to be different, and we're going to keep building it together. Then whatever proceeds and stuff that we do make from it, I'm putting kind of back into Sneck and then back into giving away more. So the more we make from it, the more we can give. And that's kind of, the process. I'm going to cover the first one. I'm just going to go ahead and buy it for you guys and give it to one of the subs, because I appreciate every single person that has subscribed, followed, all that fun stuff. You guys help drive us and help us, get the fuel that we need to keep going. And all that support, even if you tune in for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds, whatever it is, all that stuff truly helps us out. So we definitely appreciate it. Love coming on here, talking to you guys. Hopefully the next stream, I'll get it up. I'll try to get here a little bit earlier and have it set up quicker so I don't have to try to fix some things. For some reason, I can't get the pedals to work in the simulator. Just driving me nuts. I might need a very specific USB cord. I don't know. I'm going to try to figure that out and get it all up and running so we can get back into it, so you guys can go on flights with us, and I'll take you up in the helicopter. You guys will be able to learn helicopters, and we'll really get into it. So hopefully tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be doing that. Really want to get the flight simulator going, so I might stay late tonight to get that going. But until next time, man, I appreciate you guys. Absolutely love you. I'm going to make a post. I don't know if I'll be able to do it today. I might have to do it tomorrow because I've been having some internet issues at the house. Everything has been kind of wonky. If I can get on there and get it all up and running, dude, I got a cool post for you guys. If not, I'll just give you a basic one if we're going live or not tomorrow. So plan for us to go live 2 p.m. Eastern. If not, I'll post it in Twitch. So make sure that you guys are following that X channel. X is very important. That's where I do a lot of my updates. So you guys will see when we're going live. You guys will see if any live stream gets canceled. I don't like standing people up. I hate it. I always try to follow through. If I say 2 p.m., I'm going to try to do exactly 2 p.m. If I'm not, or it's going to be a little bit late, I'll let you guys know ahead of time. So I'm trying to stay more consistent with you. It was an issue back in the day when I first started streaming. Being consistent was damn near impossible because I was still flying helicopters at the time, and sometimes I would have to remain overnight in certain places, or I'd be traveling around for work. It was too difficult. So now I'd like to be a little more consistent and give you guys something every single week. And I'm going to try to get the other camera set up. Wait, hold on my dog, let me see something real quick. I had it. Okay. Before we leave, I want to make sure. Let me see if this thing works. I had a camera, and there was a way I could activate it and deactivate it on here. Maybe I can't do it that way. Let's try it. I don't think it works right now. Oh, hold on. Is it this one? What is that one? What camera is that right now? All right, it looks like my headset. What is this? What the hell is this? Is that the TV? Yeah, that's the TV. Okay, that camera. Where that thing at? It's pointed straight down. Yeah. Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh. How about like this? What does that look like? Can we change it? Yeah, that's good. Okay. So I got to get the hotkeys and everything set up for this. But we used to have this really dope overhead that we can kind of swap, to and from. I think you can just activate the scene. Let's see if I can, because this camera quality is not as good as the one that you guys see here. If you look, this is I don't even know if this thing is 1080p, dude. I think it's 720. Boom. So this camera is a 4K camera. Actually, I think it's 8K, 6K. I think it's 6K. So this camera that we're using here is 6K, but we're broadcasting at 1080p. So, all right, let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and call it, man. But like I said, I appreciate you guys. Thank you all so much. And going forward, you're going to get some more announcements as we get closer to building this design. Maybe tomorrow we can come up with some more design ideas and really get it nailed down. So tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, I will try to be here. If not, check on X. I will let you guys know if we're going live. So as always, man, I love you guys. I appreciate you. And I will see you guys on, the next one. Oh, one more thing. How about this? Oh, I don't have it on. All right, whatever.